Hello, Nikita. How are you, my lovely? I'm fine. Candle's not so fine. Here it goes. Perk him up a little bit. Hello, Segunda. How are you? Okay, so Segunda, remember, your consciousness creates your reality. Nothing outside of you, nothing, everything that you're given a meaning to. There's lots of people I know who have suffered for years with really bad time of the months, okay, and they stopped focusing on it. They told themselves, every time of the month for me is a breeze. I don't even notice it's really there. Okay, from heavy periods to light periods, from the pain to no pain, it's all what you're focusing your energy on. Stop telling yourself and focusing on things that you do not want to be seen in your consciousness, because your conscious awareness is creating it, nothing else. You're welcome, Nikita. There you go. Beautiful. Had you been in no contact for a while? I can't remember your situation. Or was it hot and cold behavior? The hot and cold behavior is only ever due to your focus. 1 minute you're focusing on the old version of them, then you're focusing on the new version. That's where hot and cold behavior comes in. No contact. For how long? Okay, well, that's an old assumption. We don't want to keep focusing on that for about 7 months. Well done. So you have to keep affirming. Remember, 2 quotes I'm going to read you here. And I want you to keep this in mind, okay? Everything that you want is already yours, okay? He is not going anywhere. If you desire him, he desires you, okay? So let's go to those two quotes. Right. One is from Neville Goddard, who practiced the law of assumption. So if you will assume your desire and live there as though it were true, no power on earth can stop it from becoming a fact. Okay, so if you assume that you are boyfriend and girlfriend, and you every day wake up as Nikita, who is his girlfriend, and he is totally devoted and committed to you, you're totally devoted and committed to him, he contacts you every day, okay, then that is what you're going to get. That is the law. Okay, and Einstein said everything is energy. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. Okay, it can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. When you break us all down, we are all connected by energy. Your energy is your spiritual self as well. Okay, your consciousness. So what does consciousness mean? That which you're aware of. Okay, so if you are focusing your energy and wasting time focusing on the old story, the old version of your SP, you're giving him excuses like, oh, he's a bit weird because he's going back to the city. No, we changed the story. Okay, you change the story to what you want. Your consciousness is creating your reality. Focus only on what you want and the ideal version of your specific person that you want to associate with, and align only with what you expect from that person, no matter what they are doing in the 3D. Okay? You cannot focus on the 3D or give your attention to what you don't want. There is no skirting around it. Flatline, mute or delete, or look at the 3D as fake news. Okay? Focus only inwardly on what you want. So you're not bothered about what the 3D version is doing. It is what it is. It's old news. What you're doing is focusing on the inwardly and only thinking of your person as the way that you want them to show up. Hello, Addison, my lovely. How are you? I speak my truth. To save me going into PayPal, is your question one that you can just copy and paste into the chat? You know, you got contact after 7 months because you shifted your focus from the lack energy. I don't have him. What's he doing? He doesn't want to talk to me. You came out of that old story and you focused on the story that you did want. He came into contact. Okay. But the hot and cold behavior is still because of your thoughts. You're focusing back on the 3D and him again. No, you stay in the reality you want, Nikita. Right, can I get an energy update on my connection with JP? Currently in no contact right now and I'm missing him. Okay, let's have a look. But well done, Nikita, for, you know, you met up with your SP again after 7 months, which you had probably given up on. But the minute you shifted your energy to what you did want and didn't keep focusing on what you didn't have and the lack, there you go. You're welcome. There you go. There is no time. Time is an illusion. I bet it felt like I bet it felt like a year had never even gone past. Right. I speak my truth. This is yours, my lovely. I speak my truth. I do have the Get Them Back playlist. And if you've got Instagram, I do mentoring sessions on that as well. About shifting your energy, because what you focus on grows. So if you're focusing on what you don't have, you're keeping that in place. Anywho, let me concentrate on trying to connect with your SP, who I've totally JP, right? Okay. 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 Yes, you summed it up in your own way, but that's basically it. Yes. What you focus on grows. So if you keep sitting there focusing that he's not here, you're reaffirming that, and that's what you're going to keep seeing. Right, okay. The only thing as well I speak is you need to look at the story you speak about yourself. You know, are you believing that you are always chosen? Are you believing that you're always desired? Are you believing that you are beautiful? Okay, there's lots of self-concept things as well. And then when you start to do affirmations don't bring you what you want. It's to help you to get into the feeling state that you have that person. We're in a happy, loving, committed relationship. We are a beautiful, loving, romantic, solid couple together. We're a perfect match. My SP is head over heels in love with me. I'm all he thinks about all day long. He's only ever had eyes for me from the moment we met. Okay, so you are affirming to yourself as if you already have it. You're feeling like you who already has it. And that's what your reading is telling you here, because it is a spiritual law, and it's also quantum law. Like I read out about Einstein, what he said. Okay, you can hear that back if you play the video back when it's uploaded. So he's yours. The minute whatever you desire, desires you. So if you want him, he wants you. Unfortunately, desire comes in a lower vibrational frequency, because everything operates on an energetic frequency. So desire is in a lower frequency because sometimes we can obsessively desire. I need him in my life to make me feel happy. I want that love. he becomes on your pedestal, he becomes your fix and your drug. When you are in shifting that energy to, he's already mine, it's a done deal. Okay, I know he's mine. We are a loving couple. Okay, that is when the energy shifts. But it does take some persisting, because after a couple of days of doing it, you're going to start looking back to the 3D for proof. Where is it? Why isn't it happening yet? And you can't do that. You have to stay in that feeling only of the version of the two of you that exist as a couple. Okay, the 3D is your old thoughts playing out. So he's yours. You know, man holding heart. You're the person he loves. You're the person who's got his heart. I turn my back on you and what we had. I regret leaving you. I'm a complete fool. You know, he's waiting here because your energy is keeping him blocked. You've got the door shut. So it's like he's waiting. Well, I can't come forward because your energy is pushing me away. So when you shift your energy, it will start to, on his end, he will start to really not stop thinking about you. He will be maybe dream about you, but the urge to come forward when you're totally in that, immersed in that feeling, will happen. You know, planning his move here. In your energy, Spirit is saying, yeah, you've been keeping yourself locked in prison because of your thoughts. He's not here. What's he doing? I wonder if he even likes me. Does he even think about me? So you've been stuck in your own mental prison here. Spirit is saying your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together, calling him back in by affirming, by visualizing, going to bed at night, and first of all revising your day. When you're all cozy in bed, close your eyes, and as you're starting, you know, start to think, well, I'm going to revise my day as if I had my perfect day. What would the two of you have done? If you were a couple, what would the two of you been doing? Okay. And then fall asleep, playing a scene in your head that implies that you're together, whether you want to live with him. So he'd be in bed beside you and he's kissing you goodnight and holding you. And you're saying, you know, you're hearing him say goodnight. You are feeling, saying goodnight to him, and you're feeling chosen, you're feeling desired, you're feeling wanted. Okay. If you stay centered in that, only in your what you want to achieve, he will reach out to you. He has no choice. It's your consciousness, what you're consciously aware of, and the meaning you're giving to things and the things you're telling yourself that gets pushed out into the 3D and is reflected back to you. So when you don't like what's going on in the 3D, you have to look back within and change the story within. But the old story has to go. Okay? He loves you. He's yours. When I see this Emperor card, he's saying, look, you know, this is a bit like the world. The victory wreath. You know, I know in my head that you're the person I want. The blue around his throat. I want to talk to you. I want to give you the world. These rams are like kissing the top of these mountains. I want to kiss you. I want to hold you. You're the person with my heart. He's there the whole time. But you keep focusing on the lack. Take your energy off it. Okay. And there's two quotes that, yes, you're, by feeling that he's already here. Let me attach a quick short video from somebody else's channel, because she is also a coach. And I'm a coach as well. I do helping people shift their energy and mentoring people. So let me just go back into it, because it will help you to, well, go and check out her channel as well. This will help you in the impatience part. Okay, watch that video, my lovely. Right, okay. But yes, he wants to be with you. It's just that you're focused on the old version. You're focused on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have, because it already exists. In quantum, there are multiple outcomes where you already have what you want. Also, my Get Them Back playlist, because there's some success stories in there and some tips in there as well. Instagram, I do lots on Instagram. Okay. Iman's is on hold. So Iman, when it clears, I'm going to be on a couple of times this week so I can answer it for you in one of the other lives when it's cleared, or I can refund it when it does clear, however long it takes, and then you can try again at another time. Gerda, my lovely, would your payment is pending, my lovely. Sometimes they do it as a security check. They'll just hold. You can try again, but that the next one might go through. Right, Gerda, my lovely. Sorry. My question would be, what is the true intentions towards me of Scorpio? How's he feeling about you? Right. What have you got? 10 cards, haven't you, I think? Right, Gerda, this is yours, my lovely. Just confirm that you've heard that this is yours, because some people don't hear that it's theirs and then get all snarly about it and think I haven't done it. So just confirm that you are hearing this, Gerda, at this time. Okay, great. Yeah, she's here. Are you in contact with this person? So I got the first card is either no contact or hot and cold behavior. Okay. So yes, this first card, whether you're in no contact or he's up and down in how he behaves towards you, but he does have a lot of beautiful thoughts about you. See this glow around his head, even though it's a woman on here. This man is holding an acorn. Well, from small acorns grow mighty oak trees. So he's saying to you, I want things to grow. Okay, so he thinks lovely thoughts about you. He wants things to grow, become more solid between you. He appreciates you. Appreciation, I can't say that word very well. You know, wanting this 10 of Pentacles with you, all the emotional security with you as well. If you're in no contact, then he does want to message you. If you're in contact and you're getting minimal messages, then change the story. Instead of focusing and keeping the story inside you of he hardly ever calls me, he's always too busy for me, he doesn't seem to want to commit to me, change the story. He contacts me every day, he's constantly blowing up my phone, we've got really good communication between us, he's totally committed and devoted to me. Change the story. What you focus your energy on, your thoughts are living things. You're giving something energy by focusing your energy on it. So here, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful of spirit of fun to shine. Having fun in your thoughts when you think about him. Because at the moment, you see this empty plate, you're starving yourself of the love you want because you're in your old thoughts that are not serving you. You're thinking thoughts that do not serve you. So you are seeing it reflected back. In this hand, this card, okay, your emotional security and your financial security is in your hands. When you desire something, it is already yours. You've got to grow that seed. So focus, feed it positivity, feed it good thoughts that you do want to be seeing. Why do you want to focus on things that you do not want to be seeing? Because you're giving it energy. Okay. Focus on what you do want in the relationship, how you do want him treating you. In your thoughts. Your thoughts become your reality. Focus on it, okay? And earlier in the live, I gave 2 quotes. One from Einstein, saying this isn't philosophy, this is physics. We are all energy on a quantum level. We're all attached by energy. And what you think, just like when you think about a friend, you can be thinking about a friend or a family member and they contact you. Why? Because of thought transmission, okay? You keep assessing, you're too much looking at all about him. What's he want? What's he doing? No, my lovely. Your consciousness, what you're aware of and what you're thinking is what gets pushed out and reflected back to you. So he does want to be with you here. He's got good intentions here. But you're the one with these 3 cards that is stopping it from you getting the love that you want from this person. So look at what story when you think about yourself. Are you thinking of yourself as being chosen? Of course I'm always chosen. I'm a priority. I am loved. I love myself. Okay, there's loads of other things as well to say, but when you think about him, what are you thinking? We are a loving, solid couple together. We're a perfect match. We've got a happy relationship. Or he does this, he does that, he's not doing this, he needs to do this to make me happy. Where you focus your thoughts become living things, and that's what you're going to see end of. So change your thoughts, come out of this mental prison and start giving light-hearted energy to this instead of focusing on what you don't have. Focus on what you want as if you already have it. It's the quickest way to collapse time and space. Or else you're going to keep getting hot and cold behavior from him or no contact, my lovely. And Nikita came in here at the beginning of the live to say that after 7 months of no contact, she finally twigged what I was saying and started focusing as if she was already with her boyfriend, well, her SP, and he came back into her life. They had a nice evening together the other night. After not seeing each other for a year. Right, where's this come from? Shift your energy and your focus. Take your focus off what you don't want and put it onto what you do want. What is your wish fulfilled? Spirit is saying, what is the happiness, happy ending, or the happy relationship that you want? Focus only on that, and it has to come into your 3D. Right, Christy, Sophia, and Iman. Okay. Let me just sort this out a minute. Hang on. Iman, excuse me. Yeah, I was going to say the old payment's still going to come through when it clears. Do you want me to refund it to you when it comes through, or do you want me to keep it for when you pop up with another question in any of the lives? Because you'll be I will do yours when I see you. Okay, and then we can do it for another live then. Red Rose, I keep meaning to say to you, sweetheart, in the paid lives only is 6 cards. So £6, £10 or £14. The £3 is only when I'm doing the free lives, and if you want a guaranteed reading to jump the queue. I will do it this last time, but please bear that in mind, okay, Red Rose? Right, so Iman, let me go to your question. I'm going to have to log into PayPal to, excuse me, look at the questions here. Don't want to do a survey, go away. Right, so not that I can see any of your questions on any of the things. I don't think you put them on there anyway. Okay. Right, Iman, what's your question, my lovely? And then Red Rose, I can see yours. And Christy, yours. Who is it? Right, I'm going to do Red Rose. I'll do yours quickly as it's only 3 cards. Hello, Wendy Ann, my lovely. How are you? Then Iman, I'll do yours then, Christy. Right, Red Rose. Okay, for you, Red Rose, you're getting the stalemate situation because of you keep looking for it. Okay, you're telling the universe, you're living in a lack energy. What's he doing? I wonder if he's all right. You know, you're creating a load of energy that is keeping him away from you here. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. Okay. He may be busy with work as well, but that doesn't stop him from contacting you. Okay. We do have the community card. Okay, so he may be just going out and about. Okay, he may be just socializing, out and about, having fun as well. But your energy is keeping him away because you're telling yourself every day he's not here. So a video that I posted earlier up in the live, and Nikita was straight in here. She didn't want to read it. She was just saying, thank you so much. I've shifted my energy and my SP came back after 7 months of no contact and not seeing him for a year. Okay, so she shifted her energy from looking at every day saying he's not here in a lack energy to affirming and feeling like they were in a relationship. Okay, nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Your consciousness is creating your 3D experience. And there's 2 quotes I read out, one from Einstein and one from Neville Goddard, who practiced one of the spiritual laws. Okay, so when you can drag the button back and listen to what I said there, okay? Are there any messages not in 3 cards? No. Okay, he's just saying, look, I'm not coming forward because your energy is focused on where is he. Okay, you're in a lack energy. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. Nothing's happened. Okay, he's just getting on with his life. But he can't come forward because your energy is keeping him away. Okay, he's perfectly fine. Nothing has happened. Right, Iman, okay. Okay. Right, Iman, my lovely. Yeah. Okay. Iman, in his energy, there was a negative situation around him. Okay. He needed to get balance within himself. The devil card here, which is lower vibrational energy or addictions. It can be addictions. Trying to get a handle on them, okay, or perhaps something that he didn't like on the course here as well. He's just saying to you, be patient. So I can't tell you whether he's going to come back to the course or not. Okay. You very much caught up in your fears, feeling abandoned because of how you value yourself and your self-love. Okay. Remember, my lovely, if you have any story about yourself of not feeling worthy or good enough, or that people always let you down, or you started to think, what if he leaves the course and I can't finish this because he's gone, whatever you have about yourself, somebody has to come along and reflect that you are not good enough and you are not chosen and you are not somebody that they want to hang around with, etc., etc., because that is your thoughts. So when you have thoughts, thoughts are living things. Okay? So yes, you can turn this around because there is a state or an outcome or a parallel reality where what you want, you finishing the course, him being there to finish it with you, exists. But you have to get into the frequency of that and the feeling of it. The current energy you're in, no, you wouldn't do it in this energy because you're focused on what you don't have. You're feeling abandoned. You're feeling like everything's gone wrong. Okay, so I will read those two quotes again. Okay, one is from Einstein. You know who Einstein is. He was a physicist. He dealt with quantum energy, okay? Everything is energy. And that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. It is not philosophy. This is physics. Everything operates on an energetic vibration. And when you are focusing on what you don't want, you are keeping that alive with the energy. When you focus on what you do want, even though you can't see it in the 3D yet, it has to come into view and play out that way. The other one, again, is Neville's quote, Neville Goddard, who practiced the law of assumption, one of the spiritual laws. If you will assume your desire and live there as though it were true, no power on earth can stop it from becoming fact. Because you are saying to yourself, this is what's happening, end of. What you desire desires you. Why do you think people have these miraculous things happen? Because they tap into what they want instead of focusing on what they don't want. It's not because they're any luckier than you. We've all got the same brain. Okay, it's just that they are becoming aware that what they focus on grows, that they can shift their energy and their reality by focusing on what they want, so that it has to be reflected back to them. That's all they're doing. They weren't born under a lucky star. You know, for years, that's how I've changed my life. I was very reactive. I didn't realize that the 3D was a reflection of me. Okay. So it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. You are feeding into those circumstances. So you are keeping all those shitty circumstances you don't want alive. So the universe is going to give you the outcome of those thoughts, all those shitty thoughts. So at the moment, he's saying, be patient. You've got to focus back on you and what you want. You are the operant power. You are the only creator of your reality, because your thoughts create. Not his thoughts in your reality. It's your consciousness. It's your conscious reality. So when something comes in that you don't want, you reject it in your head and, right, what is the outcome I want to finish my course? And he is there. So change the story. Okay? I can't give you an outcome whether you'll finish it or not, because in your current energy, no, you won't. Because you're focused on what you don't have and everything that's going wrong and everything that you're 3D based. What's the 3D? Your old thoughts. It's the shadow world. Okay? When you live in the shadow world, all you keep getting is the old story regurgitated in different ways, in different scenarios, but it all comes down to the same thing: not being chosen, not feeling valued, feeling abandoned. Right, Christy, my lovely. I'll check in a minute, Eddie. I haven't looked back at my screen yet. Hang on. Right, okay. For you, Christy, let me just check whose payments are coming while I'm here. Eddie, yes, I've got yours. MBB, I've got yours. and Rita, I've got yours. Or R. Davis, sorry. Let me just let the dog out. She'll probably come back in again in a minute. Right, okay, Christy. This is showing me that you're still flip-flopping in and out of 3D and what your person is doing in the 3D, reacting to the 3D and not staying enough in your mind. Okay, he wants to come forward. He is your person. But here we go with negative Nancy. Your cupboard is bare. You're caught up in your thoughts. This is him reflecting back to you, your energy that you're portraying into this connection. Okay. Oh, I don't think he loves me. Spirit is saying, look, you need to shift the wheel. Okay. You need to go into the cycle where you're not hanging around and waiting. If you are focusing on you not having it, you're causing lack. Okay. Your consciousness creates your reality. Come on then, back in. So, when you shift, he will tell you how he truly feels about you. I'm going to send you a list, a few short videos. You know, people do the shorts, okay, for you to get back in alignment, my lovely. You're creating your own hanging around waiting because you are not fully focused on the version of him that you want. Okay, you keep focusing. Addison, you keep focusing on the 3D version and what's going on in the 3D. So you're not getting what you want. Okay. You know, he wants to come forward. He's telling you, I'm yours. He's yours anyway. It doesn't matter what he's telling. He could still be there saying, I'm divorcing you. I don't care. I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. It makes no difference, my lovely. It is not his consciousness. You're the operant power in your consciousness. There's not a lot there, to be honest, because your energy is still in negative Nancy more than it is in we're a married couple. End of. I don't need to worry about it. It's done. End of. I'm going around as if I am Mrs. Blah blah. But you're not. You're focusing on what you don't have and worrying and stressing about what he's doing in the 3D. So you're keeping the old story in place, my lovely. You can't just do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, and the rest of the day keep going back to the 3D. You have to say to yourself, the 3D is what it is. It's old, it's shadow, old, don't care, fake news. This is what is happening. And this is what I'm getting, because I always get what I want, because I'm the operant power. Right, just bear with me a moment, guys. I just want to get this done before it gets too late. Excuse me. For goodness sake. Go on. Right. Just check it's there, right. Right, Christy, I've sent you some an email. Watch those, my lovely. Okay. Right. Okay. I think Eddie, you're next. Let me sort this out. What we got here? Come on then. I've done Christie's. Done that one. Done that one. Right. Eddie, what's coming for me in this month and the next? Okay. Right, Eddie, this is yours, my lovely. Oh no, the dog's coming back again. Hang on a minute. Oh no, she hasn't pushed the door yet. Right, okay, Eddie. She might come in and I might have to lean across the camera again to close the door, but she's got a biscuit hanging around in here and she usually comes and sniffles them out for a Scooby snack. Right, okay, what's coming in for Eddie over the next 2 months? Anything Eddie needs to know? Oh, for God's sake, she did come in, frighten the bloody life out of me. Right, take your biscuits to bed. Go on, take it off to bed. Good girl. Click the door shut so that she can't get in, for the love of yeah, dog and spiders. Right, okay. Never work with animals or children. Okay, well, we have the first card. Eddie talks about following your intuition. Okay, follow your intuition. Your heart area is your true sat nav, not your ego thoughts or your logical analytical mind. Okay, that's just for problem solving. What is your heart telling you? What is your intuition telling you? Especially if it's about other people, or it can either be about third parties or a third party situation, something getting in the way of what you want, or someone getting in the way of what you want, even if it's not physically there, but you're just worrying and stressing about it. It could be that you've got some kind of social event coming up in the next 2 months here, because we have community again here. So follow what your heart is telling you, because what you desire desires you. Whatever you want, you can have, be, and do. But if you're going to start getting worrying and stressing about it, you're going to put pressure on yourself. So Spirit is saying, turn your back on any emotions or thoughts that are not lining up with what you want. There is something that you want coming in here now, whether it is a person, whether it is a new opportunity like a job or something for you to do. It doesn't have to be work related, but it's either a person or something coming in, offering you something that you're going to enjoy doing. Now, it might be something to do involving children. It might be, because it's on a page, something small, okay? Not something big, if you like. It may be a small token, a small opportunity here. But Spirit is saying you're going to enjoy it, whatever it is. You're going to feel passionate about it. You're going to enjoy it here. And things are closer than you think. Although it says distant horizons, this ship is actually dropping its anchor, so it's closer than you think. Okay, so I don't know what this is going to be, because the Knight of Cups is just something that you're going to, you know, someone offering love or something that you're going to love doing here. But with the page next to it, I feel it's something small. The main thing Spirit is saying is follow your intuition, not your ego, your heart. Okay. Don't get stuck putting pressure on yourself. Turn your thoughts away from those and your emotions, because they're not going to do you any good. Focus on what you want. But there is something coming in that I feel that you will enjoy over the next 2 months. Possibly in a relationship, as we've got courtship here, which means dating. Right, okay. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Jess, my lovely. Right. MBB, this is yours. Okay, so for you, MBB, okay, very much thinking about you here. 2 cards. These for me are, he's thinking about you in a very loving, passionate way here. Coming towards you here, coming away from wherever he is towards you. Things being favourable, the scales. And we have that in your outcome here, the scales, things being favourable. It has to be, it's your consciousness that's creating. Okay, now Spirit is saying to you, remember to keep yourself on your pedestal. Take him off if you're putting him above you and you're worshipping a false god. Okay, because that meaning that he's better than you. Okay, if you are doing that, then remind yourself, I am chosen, I am loved, I am irresistible. You know, he is so lucky to have me. We're in a loving relationship. He's totally devoted and committed to me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. So stay only focused on what you want within. Heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, so not only in the 3D will you be having heart-to-heart conversations, however long it takes, okay? Just remember that you can talk to him at any time. You can have those inner conversations. If you need something from him in the 3D, stop looking at the 3D. He can provide it by talking to you inside, okay? Everything you want is within you. Because you're the Empress, reminding you, and that everything you want, just like a baby, will get born from within you into the 3D. As within, so without. Life isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. You're creating your reality through your consciousness. We do have Mother here. Okay, so I don't know whether, I feel like there is a mother figure somewhere in spirit who is overseeing this. I don't feel it's a physical mother. It could be one of your mothers having some say somewhere in this. But again, we end up with the scales, okay? So again, those 2 quotes that I read out earlier, listen to them to remind yourself that you are the only one creating your consciousness, your 3D, through your conscious awareness of things and what you're telling yourself. But you cannot keep looking for it. Okay. Okay. Does he have children with anybody then? Or perhaps he's been talking to his mother and his mother's been saying, you know, she was a very nice girl or whatever. I don't know. I hate that card, to be honest, because it could be so many things. The list is endless. He will come forward and offer you his love. He cannot not. Okay, he cannot not. If you are focused only of the version of him and you that you want, it has to become born into the 3D. And again, I saw it's going to happen in an unexpected way. So we don't look at the how or the when. We don't focus on how long it's taken, how long it's going to be, when is it going to happen. Okay. He has just gone cold. Right. So we don't focus on that. Again, we come back to your version of him that you want. You only focus on the version of him that you want. The one who's messaging you every day. The one who's telling you he loves you every day. When you start looking outside of yourself, you're keeping the old story in place. Okay, R. Davis, what is your, how do I forgive him for past unintentional treatment? That is only something you can work on. If you can't forgive, move. That's why you're seeing hot and cold behavior still, because you're still going back to the old story. I can't even think of any again, for you, MBB, go and check out Create Your Futures channel. Okay, they might have a video somewhere. I haven't seen one recently of theirs that addresses that, but they will install it into your head that it all comes from you. Okay. Right, okay. R. Davis, how does Virgo currently feel about us reconciling? That's a question for in my mentoring session on Instagram, my lovely. It would take me too long to go through it on here and hold up everybody's readings. Right, so R. Davis, this is yours. Can you just confirm that you're listening to this and that you know that this is your reading, my lovely? Thank you. Okay. Yes, R. Davis, he definitely still thinks about you in a very loving, passionate way. Okay, there may be some annoyances around him at the moment, or it may be his higher self telling you that you keep focusing on the negatives. Okay, like old stories. Oh, he did this and he did that. It's a bit like the last lady said, you know, how do I forgive him for past treatments? Okay, so are you keeping the old story in place? He certainly believes in the connection here, wants to have a beautiful outcome with you here with this Horn of Plenty. Feeling like you've hit the jackpot when the two of you come back together. I don't know when, the timing depends on you. So clearly decide what you want and stick to that. Okay, what you desire desires you anyway. He will come back. Whenever I get this card, ignore the stranger. It's like, hello stranger, where have you been? He will come back. In the meantime, you need to be patient. When you are focusing every day on how's it going to happen, when's it going to happen, it's been X amount of time, you are causing a time delay. Okay, look at this angel behind you. We've heard you, they're saying. But when you keep focusing on what you don't have, you're bringing that you don't have it into your next day. When you're focusing as if you have the perfect relationship you want, it will come to you quicker. Your energy is keeping him away energy instead of letting him come in here. Shift your energy. Okay, that's why I've got the Get Them Back playlist. That's why I've got Instagram mentoring sessions on there. You know, go to the Get Them Back playlist. I did a video link earlier for somebody about doubting it. You know, what you want is already yours. It's already done. Creation is done. You just need to think from the person who has what you want. So if you wanted to be a wife, you would feel like you're a wife and not a single woman. If you wanted to be a girlfriend, you would feel that you're loved, you're cherished, you're in a connection, not I'm single and don't have. It's all energy. And I read out some quotes, one from Einstein and one from Neville Goddard earlier as well. So he will be back. You need to be patient. Stop focusing on the time because you're just telling the universe, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. Are we there yet? So you're causing a time delay is what Spirit is telling you. Okay, and allow it to come in knowing it's a done deal. But his energy is very much in the energy of definitely thinking about you and wanting to be with you here. Okay. Okay. Nikki. Duncan. Okay. Thank you, Kelly, as well. Nikki, this is yours, my lovely. Okay, just confirm that you're acknowledge that this is your reading for me, so that you're listening. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, Nikki, this is yours then. Okay, let me just pull another one of these. Right, okay, Nikki, for you, my lovely. He very much thinks a lot about you, finds you very beautiful, okay, thinks you're very attractive, thinks about you all the time, and we've got that here as well. Okay, wanting victory and success with you, you know, a favorable outcome, wanting things to be okay. But Spirit is telling you, you are too much in the old story. You are putting pressure on yourself. You are thinking that he doesn't love you because of what you're seeing in the 3D, which is your old thoughts. Your thoughts are living things. What you give energy to and what you focus on grows. You self-sabotage a lot, or you go over, this is what happened before, there's no way that we can get this back, or I want this to be us to be together, but then he's an arse and he did this and he did that. So you're going back into old energy and keep in that a light. Spirit is saying here, you can have your victory and success. It's your reality. Okay? You just need to be patient. Have fun with this. You're not, you know, you're looking for it all the time. I wonder what he's doing. You're looking at the 3D. What's he doing? What's that 3D version of him doing? The one I've already created, okay, with my previous thoughts and that. You know, he's an arse. We always argue. He doesn't give me what I want, blah, blah, blah. So that version is still walking around as the arse that you've assumed him to be, okay? Spirit is saying trust. Trust. In order to see the changes, you have to make the changes within by changing the story so that he can tell you how he truly feels. You're not getting the version of him that truly loves you because you're still focused on the version that doesn't, or the reasons why he doesn't. Okay, so if you were in a happy family situation where he is with you, you've got your beautiful child together, you're doing family things, you're waking up every day as if you're a loving family, you would be feeling in a different energy. Life isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. As within, so without. Your outside world is a reflection of what's going on inside you. So when you're focused on all the things you don't have and what you don't want, you're getting that reflected back. When you start to shift your energy within and your thoughts only on, we are a loving couple, we've got a beautiful family, he's totally devoted and committed to me, and you're waking up every day as if you are in that relationship, it will come to you quicker. He wants to. You're not allowing that energy in because you're focused on what you don't have and the old story, that's all. You have to free yourself from whatever you are focusing on and the story you're telling yourself, about him, about the relationship. Okay? He's your soulmate. When you know in your heart that you want something, it's yours to have. It's already done. Creation is already done. You're just not tuned into the frequency of it. You're tuned into the frequency of what you don't have. You know, you've got victory and success He's telling you, you can have your victory and success. They're both the same cards. We can have this beautiful relationship. Spirit's telling you, you can have this, but you're putting pressure on yourself, overthinking and looking in the wrong direction. Okay. I don't know if that is... Okay. Right. Miller. And then Kelly, and then right, what is you be current feeling attention towards me? Miller, are you in contact or no contact? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. I just always bring out an extra one anyway, but 2 came out here. So it would have been 6 cards. And I always bring out an extra one for somebody who's paid as well. That's funny, Addison. I've been singing that one lately as well. Right, okay. Yes, he is in hermit mode here. Okay, he's doing a lot of thinking about the connection because you're doing a lot of thinking about the connection. Your thoughts are living things. Your consciousness creates what happens and how people treat you. Okay. This card for me is like the 2 of Cups. Okay, and he definitely caring connection, thinks a lot about you. Okay, that is something you got to stop saying to yourself, I'm trying to manifest him. Okay, I've had quite a few clients that I've worked with lately who are either saying, I'm trying to do it. Stop saying you're trying to do it. You are, whether you like it or not. Okay. Also, some of my clients are saying, I know it's close. And I said, so what are you reaffirming it's close? So it's always going to be close. Okay. The 2 of you will live together. Okay. You know, possibly get engaged, but it's just showing a commitment between the 2 of you here. But you're very much sometimes in that energy, is this going to work? You know, does he want to be with me, or am I going to end up on my own without him? You're not. Okay, we've got false person here. Now, Spirit has suddenly been coming out with this card when you're lying to yourself. So look at the thoughts that you're having, okay? People don't realize, they get so focused in the 3D. You've got to take your focus off the 3D. You've got to only focus on the version of your SP and you that you want, the relationship that you want. You do not focus on the 3D version wondering what he's doing, okay? The 3D is what it is. You got to tell yourself the 3D is what it is. However, I'm creating this. It's my consciousness. I'm the operant power. This is what I'm having. We are in a loving, committed, beautiful relationship. He's totally devoted, hopelessly devoted and committed to me. I'm committed to him, blah, blah, blah. When you keep looking at the time urgency or the how and the when, you're reaffirming that you don't have it. You've got to fully saturate yourself and know that it's already done. It's already done because you've already desired it. Okay? You've already desired it. Creation is done. You're just not seeing it in your consciousness yet because you're still looking at what you don't have. Also, there could be people telling you all sorts of things, or you're stalking his social media. Do not look at social media. You're reinforcing the old story. Okay? He definitely loves you, definitely wants to be with you. The 2 of you can definitely be together. There's even 2 cups on this table. Okay? But you've got to stop focusing on the lack and focus on what you want. Okay? Sometimes you get caught up in the old story. You start to lock yourself in that prison of what you don't have. You can't do that, okay? Even if you doubt it some days, say, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen. You can turn around and say to yourself, it doesn't matter if I sit here doubting all day. It's already done. It's already mine to have. I'm just not tuned into that frequency of where it is. I'm tuned into a frequency where I don't have it. That's all. Yeah, you keep looking at the time. You're robbing yourself of time because you keep focusing on the time. Take your attention off the time. There is no time. Time is an illusion. Okay? Again, this video might help you. Let me just go and grab it. This video here, Miller will help you. Click on it and go and watch it, my lovely. It's only somebody's shorts, but it will reinforce what your reading was telling you here. Okay. Kelly. Kelly, are you here, my lovely? That's okay, Kelly. Time doesn't matter, okay? A lady came into the chat as soon as I came on and said, you know, I haven't done coaching with her. She's just literally, been getting readings and hearing that she needs to shift her energy. And she had met up with her SP after not seeing him for a year. I think there had been 7 months of actual no contact, but they hadn't actually seen each other for a year. Okay, so it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. If you are tapping into the frequency where the two of you are already together, then no matter what it takes, it has to be true. It has to happen because that is where you're focusing your energy. I think one of my success stories, I did it last year or the year before, was somebody who had a high school sweetheart. They both left school, they both got married. Her marriage broke down. You know, this was like 14 or something years later. He had no way of contacting her. She changed her name. She was married. She didn't have a phone number for him. They didn't have mobiles, well, you know, things at the time, or certainly didn't have the same phones. He found her. You don't need to do anything other than live in the end of what you want. You're the one focusing on all the current situation and the problems, so you're keeping them there. You don't need to reach out. He'll come to you. If you are affirming every day that the two of you are together in a happy relationship, then that has to be so. And again, you probably heard the 2 quotes I read out earlier in the chat. This bloody moon card has come out for nearly everybody today. Okay. Yeah, okay, exactly for you as well. He definitely thinks about you. If you think about somebody, they think about you. Okay. It may not be every day, but he certainly still thinks of you as very beautiful. Okay. For you, his higher self is saying, if you want things to be moving forward between us, you need to start valuing yourself as well. Okay, I am chosen. I am good enough. I am respected, loved, adored, chosen. Okay. Spirit is saying, you know in your heart that he's the person that you want, your soulmate. Okay. Occupation. Now, Spirit isn't bringing this out as a job. They're telling me, you know, do the work. Do the work. By shifting your focus from what you don't want and all the reasons why it can't happen, because he hasn't got your phone number, and that doesn't matter. Okay. You don't need to find out the how and the when it's going to happen. It will happen in an unexpected way. Okay. When you're just focused on what you want because it already exists, it's over here, but you're looking over here. Your consciousness creates your reality. So your consciousness is focused on the time. He doesn't have my number. Should I reach out to him? Spirit is saying no, but you can do if you want. You don't have to take their advice. It's up to you. It's just feedback. If he tells you to drop off the face of the earth still, or he doesn't reply, you just need to change the story because you're focusing on what you don't have here. And this is what Spirit is telling you here. Close your eyes and only focus on what you're passionate about, your heart's desire. Okay. Seeing yourself as being this beautiful, happy couple together. The outcome that you want already exists. You need to tune into that frequency, like the 2 quotes that I read out earlier. Then he will reach out to you. If you keep looking for it in the 3D and you keep worrying and stressing about the 3D, you're reaffirming what you don't have. You're causing a time delay. That's all. Okay, so yes, he still has lots of feelings for you. You need to start putting yourself on your pedestal, okay, and focusing within and not looking outside of yourself. Then he can come in. Okay, Neela, what is your question, my lovely? If you don't want to put it in the chat, I'll have to sign into PayPal if you put it on the PayPal. That's fine, Kelly. It's if you've worked on yourself, if you are feeling good in yourself, you just have to look at the story that you're still holding in place about him. He hasn't got my number, so how will he find me? He'll find you. The universe will bring him to you. If you're assuming that the 2 of you are together, then no power on earth will stop that from happening. Yes, Neela, I'll be with you in a minute, okay? You know, perhaps he doesn't love me anymore. Perhaps he's moved on. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he had 6 wives. It's your consciousness, okay? What you want, what you're living in your consciousness is what you will see reflected back. Right, Neela, my lovely. Hello, Reshma, my lovely. Neela, for you, click on that video that I've just linked to keep you focused as well. Okay. Then that's where you have to remember, I don't know if you were listening in the Instagram live when I said you have to think of your mind like that child. You have to pull it back. No, we're not going to run off in the road. We're going to do this. Okay. Well, it's good because you can see where your dominant thoughts are that need to be changed. That's all it is. Your mind does not rule you. You rule your mind. This is where you have to be disciplined. No, this is not the old story. This is what's happening. You're the only one thinking those thoughts. Nobody else can get inside your head and reprogram your head. Nobody else can, prod you and get you out of it. You have to be disciplined. So you're focusing still on the old story. I made mistakes, so he probably doesn't want to talk to me. Let those stories go. Let them go and listen to that video. It's only a quick, short video, but it will keep you in check. He's already yours. You're not going to get him. You're just causing a time delay, that's all. By keep focusing on the old story and what you don't have. It's all a learning process. You're not doing anything wrong. All you're doing is delaying things, that's all. Because you're not completely in that calm, centered place where you know it's a done deal, end of. You're still in lack energy. Right, let me focus on him so that we can get this reading done. Yeah, even he's telling you to get more balanced. Okay, you need to get more balanced, he's telling you. He never left you, Neela. You're connected by energy. You've just created the separation in your consciousness because you're still focusing on it. He's telling you here, he's already yours, and he's telling you here, you need to get balanced. Stop thinking that I don't want to be with you. You're overthinking things too much. The thinking woman, okay? You need to get a grip of what you're thinking, he's telling you here. Yeah, so that you can move into the new cycle. Yeah, putting yourself back on your pedestal. Not him, take him off. You're on your pedestal. You are good enough. You are forgiven. You are worthy enough, etc., etc., etc. So calling him in through your affirmations, visualizing that you're together. Okay. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So that the two of you can grow things together again. Yeah, you're still very much in this energy. Broken heart, frustrated, painful energy. So Spirit is saying to you here, they're telling me now, they're saying the event that happened a year ago happened a year ago. It didn't happen today. The event itself did not happen today. But Spirit is saying you're bringing it in every day because you're focusing on it and you're reinfecting your mind with that old story. So every day, like Groundhog Day, you are bringing it back in. You're focusing on what you don't have and what happened and all the reasons why and feeling like shit. And you're not focused on, we're in a beautiful, loving relationship. That's why his higher self is telling you you've got to get balanced within yourself. In your thoughts and your heart have got to be balanced. When they're off, you're not balanced, you're not centered. Okay, you're not calm within. You're too overthinking this. So start to do why somebody would do that to somebody. Look, I haven't got time to go into the whole of how your mind works and how reality works and quantum physics and everything else, okay? I've done enough on my channel as it is. There are a million other channels. Create Your Futures channel is a good one. Shelley Bullard is a good one. Simply Create with Ellie is a good one, okay? Go and listen to those. Everything is your consciousness. I read out two statements, one from Einstein, who was into quantum physics. We're all connected by energy. What you want operates on a vibrational energy. You're tuned into the energy of the thing that you do not want, my lovely. You're not focusing on the reality you do want, so you're keeping it away from you. I've told you all along, the two of you can be together. You're causing the time delay. So start calling him in, putting yourself on your pedestal. Let the old story go. Even if you say to yourself, look, it was the old me. I didn't know that I could consciously create. I created that shit. Who gives a fuck? The 3D is what it is. Fake news. This is what's happening. It's not as simple as that, but that is it when you boil it down into the bones, okay? You're focusing on what you don't have. So, as per the law of the universe, one of the spiritual laws, what you keep focusing on is growing. Again, you're the one, swords are your thoughts. Swords are mental energy. You're the one, keep thinking about the old story and the heartache. Start, Neela, by going up to that video that I linked above, Okay, I'll link it again here. Go and watch that as a starting point. Go and listen to her other videos and create your futures videos. Okay, they go into it in detail. When you become the change and you change the story, your outside world will reflect that back to you. Right, okay, that's where you're making a mistake as well, Reshma. Right, okay. Right, Reshma, this is yours, my lovely. Yes, I'll tell you what you're doing wrong in a minute. Well, you're not doing it wrong. You're just, well, you are, yeah. Spirit saying, yeah, you are. Yeah, okay. Right. So, in his energy, still the same. Thinks about you all the time. Okay. He is saying here, you're his wish fulfilled. You know, he is doing a lot of thinking about you here. He is telling you his higher self. I tap into the energies of the higher self. Okay. Is saying that you still need to get that balance. Okay. You're still focusing on an old version of him. So you got to only focus on the loving connection. What you're doing is, let me finish the reading first, Spirit is saying, before I go into what you're doing. Okay. You know, this is a journey for you to shift your whole focus about love and the old story and why you've been not getting what you want in relationships, Spirit is saying. Okay. This is a journey. It cannot be rushed. Okay. It's for you to grow in your soul's journey so that you can have what you want. You're still very much focused on, you know, perhaps he doesn't love me, or, you know, perhaps this isn't working. So you're seeing him as hiding in his cave here, a bit like the hermit mode. But Spirit is saying you can have what you want, the harvest that you want. Ignore the now bit. Okay, it's the harvest here. So Spirit is saying still keep putting the work in. The work never stops. You cannot stop thinking. Your consciousness is energy, like this flame, okay? But you're very much in this energy at the moment. Your thoughts are doing your head in. This bird is like your ego pecking at your head, telling you all the reasons why it's not happening and you're feeling like crap. So Spirit is saying you should be having fun energy with this. Your desires are there for you to have. They're already done. Creation is done. Your relationship with him already exists, but you're not focusing on that frequency. You're not waking up as Reshma, who is happily with this person. You're not lining your thoughts up to the situation. You're still in the old story. So with this card, hunger, I'm going to read what it says in the book. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. It's not just financial prosperity. It is abundance in any area of your life. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. Okay, so again, an old and wise Cherokee is speaking to his grandson about life. The young boy asks his grandfather, "It is said, grandfather, that everyone has two wolves within them. The first wolf gives darkness, despair, hate, jealousy, and sorrow. The second wolf gives light and hope, helpfulness, and kindness. Yet, grandfather, I feel them fighting within me. What can I do?" "My small son, these two wolves will always fight, and they will fight within each person. You are no different." "But," said the boy, "which wolf will win?" The grandfather answered, "Whichever wolf you feed." Okay, so we must be careful about what we nourish and feed within us. Okay, are you giving your energy to what you don't want and the old story? Because everything is energy. Remember the two things I read out earlier. Okay, one from Einstein, one from Neville Goddard. Okay, you're focusing too much on your trying to fix the solution. It sounds like you're sat there trying to connect to him in a forced energy, You, SP, will telephone me. You're going to telephone me and tell me you love me. You're going to do this. You need to do that. No, 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 no. You become the change within. Okay? You become the change. You are the one thinking loving thoughts as if you were in that relationship. When you start doing that and you're going around every day, I'm already in a loving relationship. We're such a beautiful couple together. Okay, and you're not focusing on the 3D version, that's when you will see the shift. So again, that video that I posted, and I will post it again, go and watch it. You're still in that energy of I don't have. Be careful which wolf you are feeding. Which wolf you are feeding your energy to. Only think of the loving outcome that you want as if you already have it, okay? Keep putting the work in. And have fun. Okay, you're supposed to have fun creating what you want. You literally, the bones of it is, you think, what is the outcome I want? You then either script or you do an imaginal act and you say a few affirmations to get you into the feeling like you're learning a script for a movie. This is my part I'm playing and this is what my characters are playing. We're a loving couple. So what would imply that you're a loving couple? Okay? What would you be seeing around you? What would you be hearing? What would you be touching, smelling, tasting? Okay, bringing in your 5 senses into your inside world. As within, so without. Okay, life is happening through you, not to you. Your consciousness is creating your reality. Okay, then you've selected what you want. You've done a visual about it. Expect it. If you've seen it, it's done. The seed's been planted, it's done. Creation is done. Expect it and collect it, okay? It will come. You will enjoy it. The time it takes is the time it takes you to line your energy up with the person who already has what you want. Feeling like Reshma, who is already in that loving relationship. Not focusing on the 3D version, what he's doing, what he's up to. You're focusing only on that gets born out into the 3D for you to experience. Your outside world is a reflection of your inner world. And I will read out the Einstein quote again because it's physics. Not only is it a spiritual law, it's physics. It's been scientifically proved. Okay, everything is energy. And that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Okay? Matching the frequency means your thoughts and feelings are in the frequency of you being in that loving relationship, not focusing on what you don't have and trying to force and manipulate the 3D. 3D is what it is. You've already created that in one way or another. It's already done. It's old news. What you focus on grows. Remember that. Just keep telling yourself that. What I focus on grows. And go and check out that video I've just done the link for, my lovely. Now, what you all doing over there? Okay, CC is pending, but I know yours always go through the next day. What is your question, CC? Actually, I need to go back into PayPal. Did you put it on your PayPal thing? Okay, I got your question. Okay, CC, this is yours, my lovely. Right, if there's anybody watching who is thinking of making a payment, let the moderator know now, please, because I do want to come off in a minute, but I will hang around if somebody is in the process of paying or thinking of paying. CC, are you there, my lovely? Right, okay, I found myself sometimes arguing with him in my head. Shift whenever it happens. Good, good, good. Just need to, you know, it's like that child. We need to bring it back. Okay, no. We don't want to go and fight with the person over there. Come back here. Again, for you, that video that I've linked up above, I will link it here. Give it a quick click. And then it will be in your thing. Yeah, what I tend to do, remind me, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me get this out first. Get it out. Oh, nearly lost the whole lot then. Yeah, okay. So he's telling you here, keep putting the work in, okay? He is, you know, getting more balanced within himself, wanting to make, you know, come forward here, keep putting the work in. It's working as well. I just heard there as well, the angel of love, having lots of loving thoughts about you, you know, thinking about you, but you also watch your thoughts, like you were saying. Okay, now 2 of these cards here. the Lovers, and peace. Now on this card we've got the Doves of Peace. So bringing peace into your connection, okay? Bringing that peace in. So like you say, when you have argumentative thoughts, you know, you are already perfect as you are. All it needs is a shift in your state of being. Okay, you don't have to do long healing. The more you keep saying, oh, we're healing, is you're reaffirming that you're healing. All you need to do is shift your state out of the old story into the story that you want. Okay, so things being peaceful between you anyway. Keep attracting to you by you being that rose. Okay, you are beautiful. You're beautiful like this rose here. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Okay, and you know, again, focusing on yourself, the Empress, what you want. This pregnancy bump is the world will get born into the 3D. What you want within, so you get without. Okay, so what I do, if I doubt, okay, if there's something I want and I start to think, will that happen? I just flatline that and I say, look, it's already fucking done. If I've thought about it, it's already done. I usually think about what I want. I usually do a quick technique to feel like it's done. Then I just let it go. When I think about it again in the day, I'm just like, yeah, this is what it is. Okay, we're in a loving relationship. I've got all the money I want in my bank account. Blah, 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 blah. I've got my new car, whatever. Okay, it's already done. Thank you very much. Don't need to keep focusing on it. It's done. Okay, you're going to keep thinking of it, but you keep thinking of it as if you already have it, the perfect outcome. So what I do when I start to get negative Nancy coming in, I either think of it like she is a person. Okay, she's a person stood there in front of me or next to me saying, oh no, your SP doesn't love you. No, no way, Jose. Okay, or whatever. You've not got any money in your bank account. Why do you keep telling yourself you've got money in the bank account? Okay, and I literally say, look, you're lying. Go away. This is how it is. I don't know where you've heard that from. This is how it is. We're a loving couple. I've got a bank account full of money. I don't need to work hard for money. Money works for me. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes if I'm feeling like in the movie mode, okay, I will imagine I'm the director and a group of actors are having a little chit chat on the side, and I'm like, what are you all doing over there? What are you talking about? Oh, well, we're just talking about how you and your SP ain't together. Okay. No, is that in the script? No. So stop your yabbering, get back onto set, start acting the part you're supposed to be playing. Okay, I have fun with it. It's my imagination that's creating, so I'm having fun in my imagination, creating what I do want. Okay? Remember, what you want already exists. You just need to tune into that frequency as if you already have it. Oh. Right, Reshba, you're still, I'm trying to think how I'm going to pull 14 cards with what messages from him. So I'm going to have to do it like a channeled message. What comes from him is a reflection of you. you're still seeing him as outside of you. He is not outside of you. Okay? So whatever comes out, whether it's perfectly fine or with little obstacles, that is for you to go back in and change the story. There is no one to change but self, Reshma. I cannot make this any clearer. Okay? You're still too focused on that 3D version of him. And for as long as you're doing that, you're not going to get what you want. You know, the Spirit is reminding me here. They're saying, how do you think the people who have had no contact for God knows how many years get their person to come back? Because they did the work and they thought only of the version that they wanted. They weren't bothered what the 3D version was doing, whether they are married with 6 wives, live on the moon or whatever, okay? They're not interested. They're changing and creating the new story within that's going to get pushed out in the 3D. Yeah, that, believe me, it is a process. It's not going to happen all your old way. You've literally got to kill off your old self and the old version of your person. The old story has to go, end of. Every time you're focusing back on it, you're bringing it back in. So you're not making way for the new. You're either going to have very hot and cold behavior because you're getting the new version and then the old version. Okay, so Right, okay. He's telling you here on this top line, well, on all of this side actually, you still have the, yes, exactly. You spiral, you go down the rabbit hole. You've still got that issue about in the past where he's come forward and asked you for financial assistance. Okay, so part of you still sees him in that way. Does he want me for love? Is he sincere in his love, or has he got an ulterior motive? Is he going to hurt me again? Okay, he's saying here, I am serious about you, but you keep bringing in the story about the finances and whether I'm serious about you. Okay, you're judging. You're having that judgment. And you're worrying and stressing about it. But he's saying, I love you. My feelings for you are genuine. Let me come through as the best version of me that you want so that I can express my love to you. Okay, again, you know, I'm wanting to give you something more solid and secure. I love you. I don't love her. I want movement in this connection. You're the person I am attracted to. You're the beautiful person that I want. This is in your hands. Your emotional and financial security is in your hands. Okay? You've got a load of old beliefs that you're stuck to that you need to get rid of. And if you want, you know, he does want to commit to you, you're the person he's passionate about. That is his message to you. You're the person I love, not her, but you're keeping me in place as the old version. So I can only act that old part that you've given me. For as long as you keep seeing me in that light, this is how I'm going to keep showing you. I've got no choice. That's the part you've given me. I'm acting it out in your consciousness. Okay, so again, that video, the channel, you know, Shelley's got loads of videos on her channel. Create Your Future's got loads of videos on theirs. It's not that anybody else is luckier than you. They're lucky. They got their person. It's because they put the work in. However long it took. Until they got to a place where they knew it was a done deal. They were calm within themselves. Even if they had the odd day of doubting, it didn't matter. It's already done. What you want is already done. Creation is finished. But you're not tuning in to the energetic frequency where it exists. You're looking over here still. And then you go over here, but then you come back over here. And then you go back over what you want, and then you come back over here. Okay, but it's good because all the old story is for you to see it. You cannot possibly sit there in one day thinking of all the old shit that you've told yourself over the months or years. It's when it pops up, oh good, yummy, 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 this is feedback that I can now change the story. Okay, that's when the old triggers come up for you to change the story to what you do want. Okay, but a lot of us come back up with it. The triggers come up and we have a meltdown. We go back over and all we do is reaffirm the old story that will again get played out. And it will get played out and it will get played out until you flatline it. You've killed it off. It's gone. I've dealt with you. It's done. Okay? I totally get what you're saying. Shift. Yes, it's not about just thinking of it. You've got to think from it. You've got to think from the person of you that has what you want, as if you already have it. Okay, right. So Reshma, there's his reading to you. He wants to be with you, but you're keeping the old in place, the past. You keep replaying the past, my lovely. Let it go. You know, especially on Create Your Futures video, every time a coach comes on, the majority of time they are giving a success story as well. And then they're saying the points of that success story, how that person got the success story. It's showing that they put the work in. They changed the old story. They only focused on the version of their person that they wanted. They weren't interested in the 3D one. They just focused on the new version until that version showed up. Right then, my lovelies, I am going to go. I don't think anybody else has paid anyway, and it's getting late. So again, that video here for you, Reshma. What are you doing on personal mentoring? What do you mean? Sorry. Same as Instagram. No, because I give a load of affirmations and techniques in there and work with you one-on-one. When I do a one-to-one, I'm hearing you speak to me and I can see where your old story is to get you out of going over that old story. On Instagram, I'm just giving a general to everybody, okay, like on here. Okie doke. The video is not as effective. That is really for people who have no idea that their consciousness is creating. Okay, and that's because I'm not working with you one-to-one. I am asking you questions and then doing a video based on that, but it's basically everything that I've already spoken about on my mentoring. The one-to-one session is the one you need to book, Neela, if you want to book that. Right then. Let's go into bed. Thank you, Addison, my lovely. Thank you all. Hope your readings have helped. Remember, you are in control of your consciousness. Look at where your thoughts are. Is it lining up with what you want, or are you in a lack energy? I don't have it, etc., etc. Okay, radio. Take care. Good night.